All right, so I'm just back for another quick rant. So I mentioned before that most products on the shelves at these stores are like manufactured, overseas, usually in like, slave labor camps and stuff like that. But when you go to the store, 80 to 90% of the items that are on the store shelves are made overseas, usually in China, India, or Vietnam, sometimes Bangladesh as well, or Ecuador. But earlier I picked up a map of the United States. Let me say that again, a map of the United States, not a map of the world. And I look on the back of the map here to see where it was manufactured. And this map of the United States was manufactured in India. Say, hold up a second. What? The map of America was manufactured in India? Damn, that doesn't make sense. So you're the most powerful nation in the world, but you literally have other nations printing the maps of your nation? That's stupid. But trust me, it gets funnier. Then I go over to Walmart and I look at the American flags they have, whether you look at the section for the 4th of July that's coming up, or you look in the back next to where they typically just have the flags for like any time of the year. I look on the back of all these flags, and over half of the damn flags on the shelf are made in China. Like hold up a second, wait. Isn't China supposedly like the enemy of America? So how the hell are they manufacturing the flags of America? I mean, seriously, think about that real quick. Well, why the hell is China manufacturing the flags that Americans fly outside of their house? Like, isn't America and China enemies of one another? It's hilarious. It's just hilarious. And then going back to the map of America I got here, it's like, why the hell is that being made in India? Like, isn't India part of the BRICS alliance? Right? The BRICS, if you don't know what that is, it's basically it's the equivalence of the opposite of the NATO alliance, right? Which America is part of the NATO alliance and most European countries, but the BRICS makes up Russia, China, Brazil, India, and South Africa, and then also there's two other nations that want to become members. They're trying to get affiliated with the group, and I believe those nations are Egypt and Turkey as well. They both want to join the BRICS alliance in the near future, right? But just pointing that out. So according to that, India is part of the alliance with Russia and China and all those other nations. So why the hell are they making America's map then? If they're part of the literal opposite alliance of NATO, right? Literally the only other alliance in the world that poses a threat to the NATO alliance. Like, how the hell does that make any damn sense? So, just off the start there, it just doesn't make sense that the most powerful nation in the world, and some would argue the most powerful nation that ever was on this earth at all, which would be the United States. How is it that 90% of the items on the store shelves are made overseas? Like, say, for instance, if something happened, where the companies say, well, we're not going to, manufacture these products and send them to America anymore. Just imagine what would happen over here if only like 10 or 15% of the items on the store shelves are manufactured in the country here itself, over here in the States. That's not enough to go around for the people, something like that was to happen. So America literally couldn't thrive and survive on its own without these other nations propping it up by sending all these supplies. Like, seriously, somebody tell me, how is it I go to the store and I get a box of chocolate chip cookies and somehow that was made in Ecuador? Like, hold up, what the hell made in Ecuador? Well, why the hell was that made in South America and shipped over here to America? Why the hell can't y'all just make these cakes and cookies and shit over here in the States and put it out on the shelves? Why the hell is that stuff coming from, South America or from, other nations across the world, like over in Europe or something? Like, I mean, seriously, like, I'll give another example. Like, how is it I buy a damn pack of fortune cookies, which hell, I didn't even know you could buy them separately, but apparently you could. So I buy the damn fortune cookies, and they're made over in China too. It's like, okay, I mean, is everything made in these foreign countries? Like, what the hell is actually made in America? Like, seriously, if you go to the grocery store, you're gonna struggle to find items that are manufactured in the United States. Like, seriously, it's really strange to think about. Like, how the hell is America the most powerful nation that ever existed that dominates the world? But yet, when you go to these stores, 80 to 90% of the items are made overseas. It's like, that's just stupid. That doesn't make any damn sense. But that's enough with that. Another point to point out here is the increased poverty. Everywhere you look in America, everybody's living conditions are just getting worse and worse and worse. It's real sad, man. Like, there's places out here where you see people literally laying on the streets taking a nap because they don't have anywhere else to go. You got people out here camping out under bridges all day. You got people out here literally passed out drunk on the sidewalk. Got people literally, shooting up needles in their arm, at the parks and shit. I mean, it's getting wild out here, man. It's getting crazy out here. Let me give you an example. Went to a Pizza Hut the other day, which I was surprised there's any of them left. I mean, I thought that Pizza Hut went out of business years ago. I know my buddy John, aka Rock Upon Him, he actually worked at a Pizza Hut down in Florida. But I went to this one the other day. I didn't even know they still existed. I thought they were done away with. But we get to the window, and the dude that's serving us, this guy is jumping around, flapping around, right? Flapping like he's about to, take off to outer space. Dude's, high on something. You could easily tell this dude's, under the influence of something. It's like, wow, so the dude showing up to work like this, and the boss is allowing this? Wow. It's crazy, man. Shit, then I can't forget this, right? People's patience are running thin. Like, I remember this one time, maybe 7 months ago, I was sitting there in the parking lot, waiting for somebody. I was going into the store, and then next to the store was like an Arby's restaurant, and there's a highway there. So something happened where this guy got cut off. Like, somebody was turning onto the highway, but the guy got cut off, and they both end up taking the exit to go to the damn Arby's that I'm sitting next to. So I'm watching as these guys park. The one guy goes in, to order his food or whatever, and then the dude that got pissed off, that got cut off by the guy, the dude runs in and follows him in here, and screaming and yelling at the dude. The dudes almost get into a damn fist fight altercation inside the damn Arby's. And I know what's going on because I'm sitting there watching outside. I'm looking through the car windshield, looking at what's going on. And the thing to myself, I was like, wow. So this dude taking time out of his day to go almost, fist fight this dude just because he got cut off at a damn, intersection or something, right? Got cut off, and wasted like 10 seconds of his day. I mean, seriously, is it really worth getting into these type of arguments? Over these little petty ass things. I mean, come on. It's so stupid and retarded. And a whole nother thing to piggyback off of that is people out here are just, retarded and stupid. Like, I watched this dude on YouTube named Mark Dice, right? And he goes around to like popular beaches around America, and he does like interviews with like regular everyday Americans and like asks them very basic questions about, American history, politics, and, world topics that, you think people would know about. And half the people he goes up to have got like no clue. Like, say for instance, he'll offer people, would you rather have this chocolate bar or would you rather have a 1 ounce coin of silver? And like 9 out of 10 people say, well, I'll take the candy bar instead of that coin of silver. Yeah, who knows what that's selling for these days, right? And then there was another person that came up and was like, Well, yeah, who needs that silver? I'll just take that candy there. That's the better choice. Only one guy out of 10 people took the coin over the chocolate. It's like, wow, it's crazy to think about there. It's damn crazy to think about. And then, on the other hand, I'll go around and ask people, well, how many states are in America? One guy's like 22. One guy says like 45. One guy says 28. I mean, wow, this is stupid. Then they ask, well, how many stars are on the flag? Somebody's like, well, there's probably like 39 on there. It's like, what, 39? It's like, this is just stupid. This is getting bad out here. This is getting extreme. I mean, hey, look, man. A lot of kids in the schools out here, they can't even read a damn book. Right? Can't even read a damn, second grade level book at this point. I mean, it ain't funny, but it just shows, the rapid decline of this society. Everything is in a downward spiral. Everybody has that TikTok attention span. You can't hold anybody's attention for more than 30 seconds now, thanks to damn TikTok. All these kids obsessed with this damn skibbity toilet, nonsense now. That's what they find entertaining. And by the way, Jill, if you're listening to this, man, hey, look, you can skibba these nuts. You can skibba these nuts. Inside joke. Right, but yeah, hey, if you're listening to this, Mr. Jill, oh, and Mr. Preterist, by the way, right? Mr. Jill and Mr. Preterist, if you're listening to this, you guys can skibba these nuts. Inside joke. But, in all seriousness, everybody out here is all effed up in the head. Everybody out here is all physically messed up. Well, sure, we can't even get into the obesity crisis out here. I mean, Christ. Everywhere you go, there's nothing but, overweight people everywhere. I mean, shit, it's getting so bad out here. There's literally people that have to drive around on a damn, scooter or whatever those things are called that you drive around inside the store, right? Where you sit down and it drives you around. It's crazy. These people out here that's 400 or 500 pounds, 600 pounds. I mean, Christ. Like, I mean, shit, I can't expect people to be too skinny, but I mean, damn, the fact that some of these people need to be, oh man, I've seen some of these episodes. Like, you ever look up the show called My 600-Pound Life? Do a Google search on that. You'll see what I'm talking about. There was an episode I was watching. This dude was so damn heavy, or it might have been a woman. They're so damn heavy that literally, in order to get taken out of this house, in order to get medical treatment, they had to literally cut the damn wall open to get this person out the damn house. They couldn't go through the damn doors because they're too damn wide. So they had to cut the damn walls open, like literally cut the damn wall open to just take this person out of the house because they were bed bound. And even if they could get up, they literally could not fit through the frames inside the house, the damn door frames. I mean, wow. It's crazy how people can get to that point. Like, sure, being, 250, 300 pounds, that's one thing. But I mean, shit, 600 pounds, 500 pounds? How the hell do you get to that point? I mean, shit, I'm surprised their heart can, even pump at that extent. Yeah, I'd think it would have gave up long ago. But I mean, damn, that's, it's remarkable. Everywhere you go, you see, people approaching this level. You see people out there, using damn canes to walk. Not that they have leg problems, but because of how overweight they are. Wow, it's crazy out here, man. That's all I can say. And this place can't continue in the way it's going, man. I mean, it's so obvious and clear to see that, we're living through the downfall of an empire right now. And that empire being called America, or in the Bible called that great city, right? Mystery Babylon the Great, right? Revelation 17:18. The woman you saw is that great city who reigns over the kings of the earth. Right? That's America. America is that nation who reigns over the kings of the earth. Right? Hillary Clinton said when she was running for office in 2016, she said, once something is pushed in America, the entire world follows. Why is that? Because America is viewed as that great golden city that all people reference and want to go to. Like, say, for instance, you watch any of these travel log videos on YouTube. They ask people, like, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? Where do you want to go start life at? Everybody says, like, by, 95% of people they ask, they say, well, I dream of going to America. Or I dream of going and, starting a dream life over there. In America. That's what 95% of people say when asked with that question. If they could travel anywhere in the world to start a new life, want to go to that great America. But people are starting to see, man, hey, the cracks are starting to become visible. This place is not what it's, glorified to be, right? America doesn't live up to the hype, for lack of better words, right? America and, life over here, it doesn't live up to the hype that people imagined it once did. Everybody thought that the streets of America were once paved with pure gold. But shit, now you go out and walk, you're, tripping over the damn concrete slabs because they're upended and uneven. But anyway, I don't want to make the video too drawn out. I'll end it there.